What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experienced with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, dude?
Man, I'm gassed up. I'm hyped up, baby. I'm excited, man. We are one day closer to, Super Wildcard weekend, man. The game taking place, and I'm very excited about that. We obviously had some bombshell news in terms of the Steelers and the injury report and the IR, personnel as well. So definitely excited about that. And, like I said last night, man, my daughter had her basketball game. So, I'm in recovery mode from all the festivities.
What's the recap?
All right, so if we're going to keep it a buck, it was crazy, but they still young, so they're doing the 3-on-3 style. It was fun, though, man. Like, seeing her out there, I've never seen her in that space before. It was definitely different. But she was getting after it, man. Defense right away.
Okay.
She's just natural defender. Natural. We like that part, Now, does she got stuff she got to work on? You better believe it. But I like the aggression. It wasn't like she was timid. She wasn't scared to go over there and get involved a little bit. So I like that. But it was funny, man. I was just picking her up, and as we're getting out the school, I'm like, yo, so how was your day? Everything good? She's like, Dad, how many more games do I have? And I was like, so I was like, yo,
no.
Me and Wade, we like, you play every Wednesday, at least for the next, month, 2 months. So, this was going to be. She was like, I was like, what's wrong? She was like, so you mean to tell me every Thursday I'm going to feel like this? I was like, oh, no. She's like, yeah, Dad, I need to get adjusted. My back is sore.
Oh, so it wasn't like she wanted to quit.
No. She was just like, I'm sore. I'm tired. Because for her, that's a lot of running. Like, we go outside and play. We do stuff in the house, but not to that extent. You know what I mean? So it was cool though, man. But it was a surreal moment. I was taking it in as dad.
Good like, she didn't want to quit. It could have been a learning lesson though. Yes. If she wanted to. What would you have done? Like,
well, we've had this situation.
You got to do it.
Yeah, we've had a situation.
You got to stick with it.
We had a situation before with my oldest, with KK. We were in Buffalo, and she had just started playing soccer. So every game during the season had been indoors. We finally had one where we were scheduled to play outdoors, but it was pouring down raining. But in Buffalo, they don't care about the weather. Whether it's rain, snow, you're going to play this game. So we have this like 10-minute come to Jesus, heart to heart, me, her, and my wife, Shonda, in front of the car because she's like, I don't want to get out there and play. I don't want to play my game today because it's raining. And wifey's like, you signed up, you playing in this game. And I'm over here like, I see both of y'all perspectives here. You did sign up, you should play. But this is like, fourth grade? No, I'm trying to think. Third grade at the time? I was like, this is third grade soccer. I don't want to sit out here in the rain. I'm not going to lie to you because I know that's how it's going to be. I'm going to be over here with my poncho on like, So I'm not against it either way. But then wifey gave me the look like, you not going to back me up? And it was like, KK, if you don't show up, if you don't come out here today, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be reading books all summer long. And she's like, I would love to read books all summer long. We like, God dang, why? Well, you're going to be reading and writing all summer long. We just had to keep adding. And then she was like, all right, KK, listen, babe. Just get out here and play this daggone game, all right? It's one game, just for an hour. It's in the rain. We're going to be all right. She went out there. She toughed it out. We laugh about that to this day. But yeah, man, that was how we handled that situation, man.
It's good that you don't have to teach Ava effort, though.
Yeah, very true.
This goes back to the offensive line the whole season, right? You could teach the skills. You could teach the technical stuff.
We can grow that part. We can learn that. We can develop that in the process.
We're lacking some of that effort with the O-line at times. Some people on defense, too, as well.
Maybe one or two guys.
You could teach the dribbling. You could teach the shooting. That's good. Defense. That's a good way to start.
I would agree with that. I would agree. So, with that being said, though, shout out to, the Moats household and all the craziness that we be dealing with on the day-to-day. But, as we always do, let us know where you are tuning in from, man, and we will get you a big boy shout out, as we always do. And, Deke, if you see somebody right away, man, you can go ahead and lead off.
Well, we got Scrooge Grady popping in on the super chats, I think, even before we logged on, letting us know where he's tuning in from.
Well, I know we had the team early crew out here today, man. I had hit him up, man. When we had the original start time before I was going to pick up my little lady, and it was little, they was taking. Sometimes, man, you get in this parent pickup line, man, and people be forgetting IDs and stuff, bro. It throw the whole setup. I'm like, bro, we're supposed to be in and out on a schedule, and you forgetting your ID. Then you got the ones that forget the mask. I'm like, bruh, This is January now, man. We know how parent pickup goes, man. But it throws it off, man. Pissed me off. Man. I just had to get off my chest. I'm sorry.
Moats on that dad life.
Hashtag dads out here, man. You know how we doing in the building, man. Where my dads at? I'm more of a my parenting is kind of like bad Santa, just as bad dad. Like that's kind of how I operate.
You told me some of the movies that you let the kids see. I'm like, man, what? This thing's rated R. You know what I'm saying? G's watching this.
Listen. I was already playing. I'm like, yo, the new Scream movie comes out tomorrow. I'm like, hey, we need a party of 5 right here.
Scrooge Greedy's amped up though. He says Master Moats and Deke 918 Steeler Nation baby. Use the super chat on that one.
Major love.
Now we got a few more.
Oh, and I see you still, man. 1342 and DeLorean Waters. They talking about that dad life. DeLorean got the girl dad popping. I feel the movement. I just wanted to shout him out for that, man. You know, us dads got to stick together. Yeah.
Herman Mercado live from the 650 baby. Shoot the rock. He's always tuning in. Says chilling before practice, watching the best pod out there. From the 563 Du Bois, Iowa.
I like it. So this is how we're going to combo this. You read off where they're from. I'm reading off all the dad ones. All right?
Oh, yeah.
That's how I'm going to pull this one today, man. So I see DC LZ. He says dad life. Hashtag softball. Hashtag baseball. Hashtag volleyball. You know what it is. Yes, sir. You know what it is. Let's go, man.
Jacob Malacio, 919, NC in the house as always.
I like it. All right, I got Dan Harad. He says, house of 4 girls. I need Steelers football. I feel you on that as well, my brother. Yes, I do.
Daryl Syke, 757, Hampton, Virginia.
Crib, I feel you. And we got Angelo Griffin, Big Dad right here, the 414, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I feel you, Angelo. Love these dads out here in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go.
More people coming in from your home state. 540 Roanoke, Virginia. This is Brandon Clark. He says we getting this dub.
I like it. Okay. Let me see what my other dad life at. I had another dad in here, man. Where we at? Here we go. Rod Dollars. 3 girls and 1 boy. Hashtag dad life. And hashtag Rod Dollars. You know, he one of them day ones. He always in the building with us. We appreciate your support.
Farron Bradford. He's tuning in from Iraq. It says, love y'all, boys.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Well, I have Micah Hemp right here. He says, I'm trying to be a dad, but that wife ain't having it right now. Whoa. Hey, man, it's like that sometimes. It's a group effort. You got to have joint participation. It can't be a solo mission. It has to be joint participation. So good by you, though, you know, in terms of your eagerness, and I like your patience, all right? It's happening. It'll happen.
I'll list off a few more here. Ronald Humphreys, 724 Washington, PA, a little south of Pittsburgh. No. Steelman 1342 336 Wilkesburg, North Carolina. Stoogie, man, we got Scrooge Grady. We got Stoogie McClan.
Yes, bro.
Says 203 Fairfield County, Connecticut, reporting for duty.
I like it. All right, and I will end with these last 2, and then we will hop right into this first topic because, you know, we got one of them shows today, baby. It's one of them shows. But the first one is Jacob Malacio. You know Jacob. He says, hashtag girl dad father of 8. I feel you, Ocho. Let's get it. And then we got William McClung. 2 boys, and they love football. Young Steelers fans. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I love it. And I just saw you creeping here at the end. I think it's M.Marcus, and it jumped on me, but I believe you said you had 2 littles as well. Daggone.
I'm trying to look for you.
Yeah, it literally was just in here.
Yeah, M.Marcus. 39, he says 2 girls.
Okay. So my memory served me correctly. And then Vegas Crew 702. 4 girls, 3 boys. Big up from Vegas. All righty. Well, Russell Swartz, I see you with the super chat hopping in here, and he's going towards our first topic. This is perfect timing, man. He says, thoughts on Juju possibly playing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reports are accurate. As of today, the Pittsburgh Steelers have designated Juju to return from injured reserve. He's supposed to practice, which is Thursday, which is today. So we should be hearing something.
Already would have happened?
Yeah. So
it's almost
it should
4
be
right
finished.
now.
Yeah, so we should be getting the updated practice report. So that should be dropped. If it hasn't dropped yet, probably within the next 10 minutes, it'll be coming out. So it'll be interesting to see just what his availability looked like in terms of his return to practice. But initially for me, man, I like the fact that he's progressed enough in his recovery that he's actually able to get on the field and practice right now, that they would even open up his window. Now, in terms of how realistic it is to me that I think he'll be out there on Sunday to play, I don't think he'll be available just yet, for the simple reason of he had an upper body injury. I believe it was the shoulder collarbone area. And the thing is this, Juju's style of play is predicated on physicality. It's predicated on running guys over, stiff arms, blocking, that type of stuff. He's not an agile guy. He's not a make you miss type of guy. So when you talk about a receiver who's going to be hitting typically guys that are bigger than him in terms of linebackers, some of the D linemen that he's forced to block on some of these outside running plays, I don't think that puts him in the best position this soon from his injury. And then when you're just talking about the simple mechanics of getting back to work, right? You go from him doing his rehab with trainers, which is one way. Then you progress to where he's at right now, right? Where he's actually going to be able to get on the football field. But it is a difference in intensity. It's a difference when you're running and doing these drills on the football field, but on air, versus now when you have a defender across from you. Practice defender is different than a game defender, right? We talk about that in terms of your practice squad corner is not going to be, was it I'm drawing a blank on my man Charvarius, how's his first name?
Ward.
Yeah.
Ward.
You left it at Ward. Smart man right there. I tried to be bullish. I was like, let me go first and last name. C. Ward. Okay. It's a little bit different there. So for me, man, that's kind of where I lay with it. But I am excited for him though, that he's at least progressed to this stage. I mean, dude, weren't we just talking about this? Was it Monday?
Someone brought it up, I think, last podcast. It was between him, Tuitt, and Alualu. Yeah. And we said Juju.
We definitely.
So it looks like we're right.
You called it, man.
Out of those three, at least.
It was Nostradamus. Let's go, man.
I have some questions, though.
Oh.
Why bring him back to practice then if you don't think he's playing? Like, is he taking someone else's snaps right now? Because I know he's Ben's guy. So
right.
if he's out there, is he just doing it with, like, the third team, second team, though?
Man, so I ain't know if you wanted me to go that deep into this thing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm really interested.
Yeah, so yeah, we can get, like, I got time. We can get in depth with this. So with this situation, with him coming back from injured reserve, he's not out there with the ones right away. If anything, because this is going to be his first day out there, the only time he would probably work with Ben would be doing individual. And that's like the first 15 to 20 minutes of practice where you're just with your wide receivers, no combat, no defender across from you, just pat and go is what we would call it, where you see the receivers running routes on air and you're just warming up. That is probably the full extent of him with Ben, with the whole team. Because right now he can't protect himself if you put him in a situation and a defender shoots a hand at him. He can't protect himself if he's running a route and say it's pass interference, but he falls awkwardly on his shoulder. He can't protect himself from that right now. So they can't put him out there in those type of settings just yet. So he's not taking reps from other guys. But what he is able to do right now is further progress and further advance along in his recovery. Because with rehab, when you're on injured reserve, you can't do anything with the team. You can't do any on-field stuff with them. You can't even work with your coaches on field, because that's the whole rule with the injured reserve thing, right? So for him now, he at least gets to catch passes from a legitimate quarterback and not a trainer. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know if y'all seen the training staff in Pittsburgh, but the head guy's kind of older. You know what I mean? I love Norwood. That's my guy, man. Saw him at the Pens game like 2 weeks ago too, man. But it's like, man, those guys, they're throwing it to Juju. It's not the same.
They need me to be throwing the rock out there.
Well, you got to be on the staff. You get on the staff, you can throw it. You know, it's that simple, man. Yeah.
So not practice squad. Don't even get me for that. Just like for injured guys, be tossing the rock.
You know what I mean?
Throw some fade balls.
They got internships and everything available to you. I could put you in touch with the right people, man. But that's ultimately the biggest difference for him right now. So now he'll actually be able to get out there and run not 100% route, but he'll at least be able to up his tempo during the warm-up part of practice, during the individual portion of practice, which is still going to be good work for him. But the reason in terms of why they would activate him right now, remember when he went down, the expectation was, hey, he could be available in the postseason. But at the time,
bring that up.
But at the time we weren't winning. At the time we were going through our, we had our highs and lows, and we were in a low right then. So it was kind of like, man, we don't anticipate a playoff run or even making the playoffs at that point in the season, which
depends on who you talk to.
Well, we get that, but that was the biggest reason why a lot of people just said he's done for the year. Even you said that out your mouth. So with that being said, when they talk about a postseason run, you can't wait till next week. You can't wait till the week after that. You're running out of time in terms of just allowing him time to get out there and practice. So you do this with the faith that, hey, man, if we get out of here this weekend, maybe he's further along next weekend, and now AFC Championship game potentially or Super Bowl, he's available to you. So that's why you activate him now, even though you know he's not available to you this week. You just want to get that clock rolling. So at least now he got one practice. He'll be out there tomorrow, get another practice. Then you get out of here with a win. Now he's going to get a chance to get some more practices next week. Whereas if you waited till next week, you don't get any of these days. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest reason why you activate him now. But I still, like I said, AFC Championship game to me, as we said the other day, like that still feels like best case scenario. But I still feel like that's going to be in a very hurried time frame in terms of like going from being activated Thursday to playing 2 weeks from now in an AFC Championship game where you know the stakes are high, the speed, the intensity, the physicality, everything will be on full display. To me, that just seems like not a lot of time.
Am I wrong in feeling that this injury, though, compared to a lot of others, is lighter? Is it a break? Do we even know what the injury is? Is it a broken collarbone? Is it like a broken? I don't even know what other type of bones are up there.
He had to have surgery for it, so it was significant enough that he had to go. It
was actually surgery.
Yeah, he had surgery. Yeah, that was the whole.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
That. Yep.
So with that, that's the reason why when we say, is it significant? If it's a different position player, sure. But for Juju, that's why I was talking about at the beginning. It's like Juju isn't a make you miss guy. Juju isn't a run by you guy. Juju runs through you. Juju runs over you. Remember, even when he got hurt, what was he doing? Stiff arm the guy trying to run over, got slammed, right? That's his game. So you're not going to change that, but that highlights the injury as well. So you're going to put him in that position where we know, even if he's out there at this part with that quick of a timetable, he's still not 100% recovered from it. So you're going to put him out there with the potential of making it worse. And that's the part where it's like, dude, that's why I said best case AFC Championship game, because he knows that, his agent knows that, and the team knows that as well. But that's just, it's one of them things where we got into the playoffs. So now you can do these type of things a little bit here. But that's why I don't really anticipate him being available anytime before AFC Championship game.
Interesting. Yeah. I was surprised to hear the news. I know the dude brought it up, and we speculated and said, all right, I guess Juju would be the one out of the three between him, Tuitt, and Alualu. But then, the day after to hear that he's activated, I was a little shocked. And I was with you initially. I'm just thinking, this is going to be down the line thing. I mean, best case maybe next week, maybe the following week. But then I thought about it more and more, and I was like, all right, if he's practicing, let's be real, we could kind of use him. I don't know how he feels. Like, if he feels really good.
Yeah, man, if he feels like he's great, sure, go for
why not?
it. Yeah. For me, the other thing, if I'm Juju, is this. If you're going to go out there, remember, this is a contract year. You haven't signed a long-term deal with Pittsburgh. You don't have a long-term deal on the table next year with anybody. So, once again, saying what we talked about James Washington, it was like, man, you did what was better for the team, kind of being quiet and not really voicing anything. And in the end, it's really going to bite him in the butt in terms of his market free agency wise. Well, for Juju, it's similar conversation. You come out here in this postseason and you're not 100% and you re-injure it in any way, shape, or form. You got free agency coming up in a couple of months. The team gonna have to decide if they want to pay you or let you walk in a couple of months. I understand we talk about blind faith. Do you believe that they're gonna honor you and this and that? But you put yourself in that position. If you go out there less than ready and you put bad tape or re-injure yourself in any capacity, that's the business side that he also has to factor in as well.
That's for sure. Yeah. He could help himself though. If,
yeah.
He's able to get a few catches. Help us advance in the playoffs and stuff like that, because I don't think anything throughout this season has really helped his case for free agency.
I would agree. Because when he went down and the offense wasn't where it wasn't where it needed to be anyways when he went down.
So I don't think his contract number is that high anyway, but if he could come in, be kind of like the savior for the offense, narrative wise, then that could definitely help him.
Yeah. And you sound like the team. The team is selling him that. I'm sounding like
you think they're actually saying, "Hey, play this week."
No, I don't think they are. But if they were, that would be the approach that they would take. Hey, man, you could be the savior, bro. You could be the difference. You could be the missing link. And I'll be that veteran in the locker room with him like, Juju, don't listen to none of that nonsense, bro. Because if you hurt your shoulder, if it doesn't go like that, you look at the full body work of this offense this season, it's too inconsistent to bet your future on that. But if you want to do that, just know this is what you're walking into. That would be my rebuttal to that comment. Just like I said, as the player side, not fan, not team side, just player to player. That would be my message to him because of that and because of how cutthroat the business is. And they would turn around and say, what? Man, we got Deontay and we got Claypool. We don't know how to pay you. You know, we felt like Ray came in here and gave us some stuff and some clutch catches at some times. Like, that's some of the stuff you got to worry about. But that's how the business goes. And when you're in these type of situations like this, those are some of the factors that you got to put in this equation before you make that decision to go out there or not, man.
I know you're talking organization. Are you also including coaching staff? Because how do you think they're handling this? You think they're taking a more conservative approach or are they trying to push him out there?
I don't feel like for him. I feel like for him, his position coach, no, because I know Ike Hilliard, former player, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. Because we know how just that part works. And as a player, when you've been burnt or you've seen enough of your friends get burnt on those type of situations, you're just a little bit more cautious. You're a little more cognizant of it. And you want to make sure that, hey, if you can speak up for a younger guy might be going through that, you give him that knowledge. So that's kind of, what I would think Ike Hilliard approach would be. But
I have to assume Juju wants to go, though.
Of course he wants to go. I mean, you don't go out there to practice if you don't want to go. You know what I mean? But it's a difference between going out there to practice and going out there and playing in that game. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, man, and you always hear the phrase, this is more so with the concussions when they did the independent doctors, like, yo, sometimes you got to protect the player from himself. Sometimes you got to protect the player from the team. This is where you talk about your medical staff, and they really have to be the ones that are saying, hey, I don't care what the player says. If I'm watching him and I physically can see it, it's visible to me that, hey, he can't protect himself, you gotta shut him down. But that goes back to the training staff. Now, the training staff is compensated by the organization. So that's a whole nother conversation to have, but it's a lot that goes into that thing, man.
Good news either way.
Yeah. Awesome news for him, though. Number one, we know he's healthy. Number two, we know at least he's progressed on track or even ahead of schedule to the fact that he's able to practice this week. Those two things are really good. And I do hope that especially if we get out of this weekend, that it's like, man, if you've had 2 good days of practice or you have another good day next week, that, man, yes, it could maybe be a game time decision. But I don't want to see him out there this week. I just feel like it's too close.
Or even
like
just
too soon,
some type of an additional nugget, additional reason for hope with the team. Man. Him being Ben's guy, him coming back for Ben. Dude. Like, these are all added stuff. So I'm sure if Ben's thinking in the back of his mind or even some of the teammates, we win this one, Juju could play next week.
No, absolutely, dude.
This would be really cool.
No, absolutely. And trust me, that is a conversation that will be being
It doesn't
had.
hurt, at least.
No, it adds to the motivation. It adds to, we need more reasons, right? Hey, they doubt us. Hey, it's Ben's last ride. Hey, they don't believe in this guy. Hey, they said I'm not good enough. Okay, we know Juju, man. He been busting his tail all year long to get back for this. We here now. Give him the opportunity. He want to help us win. Give him the opportunity. Like, that's how you sell it to him. That's how you preach it to him. And trust me, they going to feel it. They going to eat it all up because we going to need all that, babe. We definitely are.
This would be a humble Juju, too. He's not coming back off this injury, dancing right off the bat and shit like that. This is like head down, locked in, just helping this team win a Super Bowl.
No, absolutely, man. So that part I do like. And remember when I talked about the Tuitt situation where I said if Tuitt were to come back, say he waits all the way into the Super Bowl and now he's like, I want to come back. And I said, man, you could potentially have guys looking at him some type of way, especially if your playing time is decreased because of him returning when he's setting out all season for various reasons. With Juju, I don't feel like that would be the case because Juju has been a staple here. Juju has been here. He's been on the field. He's played this season. He went down in the game and he's then busted his tail to get back out there. So I don't think you would have to worry about that dynamic as in contrast to with Tuitt and his situation.
And the only reason Juju's been out is strictly because of the injury. Tuitt, there is injury, but there's also potentially motivation, other off-field stuff that he could be dealing with, where it's just like, do you want to play or you don't want to play? We don't know all this, but we're just kind of speculating. Whereas Juju, it's strictly been injury. And as soon as he's been, I guess, free to play now or activated to play, he's on the practice field.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, like I said, for me, I love that part with him, man. Like, we've had people that would come at Juju for, how committed is he to football? How committed is he to winning? Is he more a brand guy or a football guy? I feel like he's definitely done enough during his time here, especially this year, especially this offseason and things like that, to prove where his mind is, to prove where his heart is, and to prove what priority number one is. Does he like to have fun? Sure, but who doesn't like to have fun? But I do think it's a difference in terms of how we view him versus how people were trying to perceive him or put a label on him at times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Want to get in this chat here?
Absolutely. And we'll start transitioning to the injury report as well, man. You pull that up.
Is it up?
It should be. I feel like people are saying it's
I'll refresh it right now.
Like I saw people in the chat say it was up. So
moment of truth. Man. Juju, full participant. No, they don't have him on here. No, wait.
That's Thursday's practice report, though.
Yeah, they don't have him on here. Oh,
okay.
Shit.
Uh-oh. What we looking like, bro?
This isn't good.
What we looking like, bro?
Najee did not practice.
Okay. All right.
You think this is just, we're treating the rookie as a veteran rest, you're a little banged up, we're not worried about you?
No, that's the case. Like, that's the case in the sense, I know the guys that I've talked to that are down there, they're all under the impression that he will be playing on Sunday. They don't think he'll be 100%, but they do feel like he will be playing. He'll be probably, he'll be close to it, but he's not going to be 100. But this is more so no practice. We're going to get you out there on Friday. Yeah.
Big Ben, full.
Mm-hmm.
Pack right shoulder. Still been battling that.
Poof. Anything else added to that list? Is there a finger up, anything, man? A toe? What we got, man? I think his ear. He might have had an earache too. But I know he's a warrior. He's battling through it all.
Millette going in the right direction.
Okay.
Concussion limited.
Because who was he? Was he DNP yesterday?
Oh no, he was limited yesterday.
Limited as well. Okay.
I thought it was DNP.
Yeah, so that's good though if he's limited.
Dan Moore full. That was the same as yesterday.
The return.
Trey Turner added to the report. DNP. He's going to play.
Yeah, because with him, he's either going to get Wednesday off or he's going to get Thursday off the flip-flop, so he's straight. What's their routes? I mean, their
nothing
routes.
on Thursday.
For the Chiefs, nothing yet?
Yeah,
okay.
Nothing on Thursday. Just yesterday was Edwards-Helaire limited and Darrell Williams limited. Yeah, everyone else was full.
Yeah, those are the two right now. I think they're already listed as questionable, too, both of those guys, where everybody else, they've pretty much, taken off of the reports and stuff, so we shall see, man. But that's interesting, though, with the... Yeah, Trey has to be a vet day. Yeah, Trey's definitely a vet day. Not just the one that we got to monitor, man.
Trey's been randomly popping up on the injury report throughout the season like that.
And he's played. Random knee,
knee, DNP. Sometimes it'd say rest or something. Limit. He's been always playing though.
Yeah.
Whew. Is he the second oldest guy on offense after Ben? I think he is.
Yeah. Because how old is Derek Watt?
He's
the only one I can think of.
I think he's younger than TJ.
No, TJ's the baby.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought TJ was the baby. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be Turner. I mean, Turner's been in the league for how many years? It's been more than Watt. Watt's probably max 4 years.
No, Derek?
Yeah, I could look it up.
Pull it up. Let's see, man.
I'm saying, you saying over under at 4? I'm saying under.
Okay.
I'm actually saying under. For some reason, I
think Derek's over 4. I think Trey is under 10.
You're definitely right, actually. You're definitely right.
I think he's at like 7 or 8,
He's
right?
29 years old.
Yeah.
Why did I think he was the youngest? Yeah, he was with the Chargers for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Chargers 4 years, Steelers 2, so 6 years.
And with Trey, he's what?
He's got to be at least 8, probably at least 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why you give him the veterans rest, though.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Turner's been around the block a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll check right now, though. He's got... Oh, it's close, actually. He's got 8.
Ooh, okay.
So it was close. It was a good call by you.
Yeah, okay. I like that, man. Shout out to our older offensive players out here. I like that, man. All right, so yeah, let's get into this chat, though, man. So we look at... Oh, man, y'all are in here. I did not slide this thing on up.
You want to go Supers?
Yeah, let's rock with them to start it.
Black Lavender. He's talking to Jacob. You ever hear of rubbers?
Bruh.
Didn't he say he had 8 kids?
The Ocho. Come on, man. Hey, we're here to, was it procreate? Yeah, he just repopulating the earth. That's all, man. he's sowing his royal oats. That's what he is doing.
Cody Schwartz. Cheers from Riverside, California. Getting ready for this wild card weekend. Guys, what do you think chances of Juju signing back next year are?
Well, put it like this. I think they were a lot higher prior to the Ben news. But I don't think it's out of the equation. I do think that he has a natural affinity to want to be here. I think that he fits this team in terms of like the overall makeup. It's a natural toughness that we see when he is out there, and we've seen it missing since he's been gone. So yeah, I definitely like that part. And we know he comes up with clutch catches, man. He doesn't create the most separation, but he gets combat catches and he wins. That's the one thing that we've always seen with him. He finds ways to get open. He finds ways to come down with that ball. So yeah, if you're the Steelers, I mean, it makes sense. If the numbers are right for him, that's going to be the interesting part, though, because you remember
might be
a year
less
ago,
than last year.
Right, a year ago, he thought he was going to have a better market. It didn't turn out to be what he thought it was, so he ends up returning here. But this year, his market probably will be less than that. So that's going to be the unique part. And then, because obviously the quarterback situation is going to play a big role for him when you talk about that's how he gets his yardage. That's how he's able to make more money. So he definitely has to take that into account. If he believes in guys like Mason or Dwayne Haskins, or if he thinks that the team is going to get somebody in here that he feels confident with, then yeah, I think he definitely comes back. But if he doesn't believe that's the case, I wouldn't fault him for going somewhere else where he probably have a better situation. I mean, it's crazy to think, this game, I mean, he had a chance to go to Kansas City as well.
Kansas City, Baltimore,
yeah.
Us, and wasn't the Eagles the fourth team?
Yeah. So it's like he's had a variety of style of quarterbacks that he could have played with and turned down, obviously. But that's the part for me where I think is going to weigh a little bit heavier on him this go around compared to last offseason.
The thing that might help him this one, though, isn't the cap going up?
It is.
Significantly this offseason, whereas last offseason it went down.
True. But my caution is this: if I'm a team, just because I have more money doesn't mean I want to spend more on a player that I don't think can do that.
There's dumb organizations.
No,
though.
it is. And that's the part for Juju where I'm like, if you're Juju and you think that you're going to be able to get more on the open market, go for it. But then
you're on the Jags or the Jets or something like that. And how do you weigh the money versus happiness and all that type of stuff?
Then we have the L Bill conversation again.
Right.
Oh man, is the money better than what could have been?
If you want the money, then good for you. Mm-hmm. But then you might be in a miserable football situation for the next 3 or 4 years.
Very true.
Let's go, UW. So with Juju coming off of IR and Dotson going on IR, I didn't hear about the Dotson to IR news.
Yeah, that happened as
That's
well.
unfortunate. Why are the Steelers being so tight-lipped onto it?
They've been tight-lipped on him all season, and they are protected because he's on injury reserve. So as long as on injury reserve, they don't have to talk about him either. So that's just the situation with that. And I mean, the reporters that I know that have tried to hit home and ask about it, it keeps getting shut down because of that, policy right there. So nobody knows why they are not talking more about to it versus giving us a little bit of an update, like, hey man,
he's progressed.
Hey man, he's close. Hey, he's here. Well, yeah, off-season hits that'll be different. Off-season,
if we're not getting any news on that's concerning.
During the off-season, those luxuries aren't available to the coaching staff, to the general manager, and they will have to actually provide us with more information. But until then, as long as during the season, they don't have to talk about it.
You got an upper room member?
Hey, I see ya, Farron Bradford. Farron Bradford, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, baby.
Mike A says, good afternoon, Deke and El Cinco.
Hey, ¿qué pasó, mi amigo?
Do you think playing a similar defense that we used in week 1 would be a good strategy with Mahomes? So what we did against the Bills.
Yeah, 2 high safeties. Let your front do all the work. Absolutely. But remember, that was a game where TJ was going nuts.
Melvin Ingram, Highsmith was doing good.
Absolutely. If you create that type of atmosphere without having to blitz, absolutely. That's how you beat Mahomes. Yes. Can we do that? That's going to be the question right now, right? Because we have the personnel. Now, how favorable are all of our matchups? That's going to be the interesting part in terms of
definitely at right tackle versus TJ.
Right
is nice.
Tackle, yes. But when you talk about the interior portion of their offensive line, Creed Humphrey is a really good center. So it's not going to be this cakewalk of Cam one-on-one and just destroying guards and centers all day. That plays a little bit of a factor. Orlando Brown, he's not all-world left tackle, but he's still a good left tackle. So Highsmith, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for him. So those are some of the things where I see how that worked and why it worked, but that's the part where I'm like, I don't know necessarily if it's an apples to apples, just because the personnel is a little bit better here O-line wise in Kansas City compared to the Buffalo O-line in that particular matchup.
My man right here believes in himself.
In himself?
Yeah, he says, would y'all, this is Trey St. Clair, would y'all want to check out my sports podcast, trying to be like y'all, tired of working for Amazon?
Nah, salute you, bro. Absolutely. Drop the name. What's the name of your joint, man? You know him?
No, I don't. Oh. No, but what I was going to say is one of my friends back in the day used to say, if you aren't your biggest fan, then who is? If you aren't your number one fan, who is? So
I feel you on that.
So that's what he's doing.
I like it.
Got to plug his own podcast there.
I like it, man. I like it.
Next we got Michael Brooks.
You know why he wanted to leave Amazon, right? Because it ain't UPS.
Yeah. No practice again for Najee. Scared he won't play. That's from Michael Brooks.
Now, I understand your concern, but yeah, we're banking on him being out there. Not 100%, but he should be out there. All right. Everything that I'm hearing, he's gonna be out there. Should expect him to practice tomorrow.
Lolini. I miss 15 to 25 yard routes. Bends arm, plays, receivers. Question marks behind all this. He's saying, what's the excuse?
I say combination.
I say offensive line. He didn't bring that up. He's got to get the ball quick.
Just only offensive line?
It's in there. That or plays. Those are my two.
Just those two? That knows.
Yeah, not receivers. They could run those routes.
Oh, okay.
But they are lacking some separation at times, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. So maybe they are running some of them, not getting open as much as we'd like. So those would be kind of my tiers for why that's the case.
What about the arm? Nothing there?
No, that's not even on the radar.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Not at all.
Oh, look like we got some action, though. Uh-oh.
How do you say a mix of everything?
Definitely mix of everything.
You tossing the line in there?
Yeah, to an extent, sure. But what he's talking about, those 15, 25 yarders, I don't think it's all O-line. I do think, to me, I lean more quarterback receiver tandem, because I do see times where it's not as much separation, but I do see times where it looks like Ben hesitates to throw that thing in there. And part of it is related to the accuracy, the arm strength, but part of it is, yeah, these guys aren't getting open all the way either. And that's where you talk about the Juju element. Think about how many times we would see, him hitting Juju in the middle of the field last year. It wasn't a ton of Juju being wide open. Is Juju catching it over a linebacker's head? Is Juju big body and a safety or something like that? Like, that's how we would attack that. And right now, I don't think he believes that Chase is going to be coming down with those catches. Deontay doesn't show that type of ability. Ray is very small compared to that. They don't use James Watson in that element. The only person that really gives him that is Pat, right? And you got to think with Pat, he's a rookie. He's missed some time as well. But when he's been available, that is where, Ben has hit him and has excelled with that. But that's why I say it's a combination of both, because I don't know if Ben necessarily trusts these guys, or does he trust that he can put it where it has to be exactly precise because of the personnel that he's throwing it to. So that's why I said all of it kind of plays in there together.
Black and Martyr just says doing his part. He says fingers crossed for Sunday.
Oh no, baby. We got a big boy though, man. We got new color.
I skipped someone.
You ain't looking at the top right, bro.
I see it. You want me to read it?
Yeah. We gotta go to the new color, baby. That color speaks a little louder.
Farron's on fire today.
That's what I'm saying, man. When he coming like that, hey, we stops for that.
Upper room member.
Stops for that, baby.
Plus this. He says offensively, what do you guys think about game planning around Claypool and Muth? Crossing routes, seam routes, all the above. I know these take time to develop, but at this point, we can't call plays conservatively. We just got to execute.
Now, I do like the mindset of we got to execute. The only problem is we say that a lot, and if it's not working, it's never going to change if all we just say is that. So that's the only thing with that part. But in terms of these routes that you're talking about, no, those definitely could work. The real question is, which Claypool are you getting? Are you getting the one where he makes a lot of those combat catches, those contested catches? He's showing the run after? Or is it the one where, he's not catching these 50-50 balls and he seems like he can't stay on his feet at times? That has been some of the issues with him when you're talking about trying to game plan, around him. And that's why I think they don't do it as much. With Pat, I mean, we've been screaming about Pat getting the game plan around him. We want more Pat. I don't know why they don't utilize him more, because he is a mismatch and he catches at a higher level and he gets open. He gets separation. I like this dude. I don't know why we don't use him more. So yeah, that's kind of where I feel about that. But I do like getting both of those two guys more involved, though, in all honesty.
Brandon Keene. Why do people not understand the short passes is an attempt to protect Ben because the O-line isn't ready to pass protect long enough? Am I wrong?
No, that's definitely correct.
I get what Brandon Keene's saying.
No,
He's picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, but multiple teams take this approach where, you short pass, run the ball, short pass, run the ball. Then you take that shot on the 6th play of the drive. Then you take that shot on the 7th play of the drive. Our problem is we don't get that far into the drive because we typically go 3 and out. That's our problem. So when you talk about trying to build it up to get to those things, we can never build it up to get to that. And yeah, when you're trying to, like I said, you're trying to do it because the more plays you go in a series, the pass rushers get tired. And that's the reality of it. Even if it's a quick pass for the rusher, it takes a lot more energy than it does the offensive lineman. That's why offensive linemen, they stay out there the whole time. Where you see the edge guys, like, man, if it's a 7, 8, 9 play drive, you see them dudes come out for like a play or two and they go back in. So that's ultimately what you're trying to accomplish. But for us, like I said, especially early in games, we struggle with that. Now, late in games, we get it rolling. That last, 2 to 3 possessions in the fourth quarter, that's typically where we get a couple of first downs. And now you see us get the ball rolling, get it rolling, and then you see boom, 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 shot. That's what you want. That's how they want to approach it. But you got to get first downs and sustain drives to make that happen. And that's where we struggle a little bit as well.
Let's go, UW.
Oh, whoa. Yo, what is this?
I'll explain.
I saw people putting those names in the regular chat, and I didn't know I didn't know what was going. I'm like, yo, why am I seeing these names right now?
He says, Deke, how are you gonna say Anne Hathaway is better than Megan Fox? Now on my YouTube channel, I've been doing this Big Deke news series. Okay,
I've actually watched it. I like it. You get your little
like
suit on.
Thanks, man.
And shout out to the Pens hat too, man. Yo, you be holding it down.
Thanks,
I like it,
man.
Bro. I like it.
Well, today's edition, I was previewing the Penguins Kings, and both teams are on a hot streak.
Yes.
Penguins hot streak is better though. So I said there's levels to these hot streaks. It's like saying who's hotter between Megan Fox or Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
I said the answer's clear. I said Anne Hathaway.
Okay. And they ain't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people ain't like that.
I guess not.
And Megan just got engaged too. MGK.
No way.
Yeah, MGK proposed
official?
to her. I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or before yesterday. Yeah, he proposed to her. Yeah, I felt like I was kind of cool because I broke the news to my daughter. My oldest. I was like, yo, KK. She said, yeah. She said, oh. She said, Megan, MGK proposed. He was like, oh, how'd you know, Dad? I said, oh, it's called CNN. It's called Fox. I got these apps and they send me notifications. If apparently that was big enough news for it to notify me on my phone. So yeah. But yeah, all right, okay.
What are people saying? He doesn't. Let's go. UW doesn't agree with me.
Kurt Vaughn just said Ann is better.
That's what I'm saying. I think she looks way more natural. Like she's much more of a natural beauty. Whereas Megan Fox, I don't know. I could see fake plastic surgery, too much makeup, all that type of stuff going on. Megan Fox, 5-10 years ago, that might be a different story. But
5-10 years ago, all right.
That might be a different story. But no, I'd say Anne Hathaway. Yeah, definitely more of a natural beauty in my opinion.
All right.
What's your answer?
Boy, you're out your mind. Get out of here. What I look like?
Do you agree or disagree?
I only have eyes for one woman. Okay. And that's singular, okay? WMAN, not MEN. All right. So yeah, I'm cool, man. But I do think they're both nice ladies, man. I think I like Anne as an actor.
I'm not opposed to Megan Fox. Megan Fox got the brand though. Like whenever you say Megan Fox, I think instantly you would think Megan Fox. She's so much harder than Anne Hathaway. I don't know about that.
I feel like Megan is more. Her name is bigger in pop culture, but I think in terms of movies. Give me Anne Hathaway any day of the week.
As an actress,
yeah,
sure.
It's not close.
Oh, for sure, as an actress. But I'm just talking looks.
Like pop culture wise, like Megan, her name is more popular. But yeah, when I think Anne, I'm like, bro, this is like she up here with them acting things, man. Because obviously Megan acts as well, so they're in the same vein.
Transformers.
Yeah, they're in the same vein, but it's levels to it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell has Anne Hathaway done outside of Catwoman though recently. I have no clue.
The Cookie Monster just said Anne Hathaway is the take home to mom type, whereas Megan is for the streets. Okay, all right. We're just gonna leave it alone. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this conversation is going. We just gonna chill on
Fat
all
Cat
of
says
this.
Deke tried to line you up.
He definitely did. Yo, so what you think, Moats? What it look like? I think hey, you got a wire on. Where your wire at, bro? Like, come on here, man. This is crazy. You think you know a guy? We over here. We like, yo, man. You my guy. It's like, wow. I'm gonna remember that next time. Deke over here professing how Ben is better than any other quarterback in here, and the guy giving him the look, I'm be like, ain't have to wear Megan, Deke. Ain't have to wear Megan. That's what I'm man.
I was just testing you, kind of like how the reporters and guys that interview, just media guys, how they will give the tough questions to Tomlin stuff. You got to stay ice cold, and you're ice cold, man. That's all.
I appreciate you testing me, and I'm glad that I passed the test today.
You still got it.
I still got it, Lord, man. I'm still alive is what you're telling me. All right.
We got Trey Sinclair.
You see, I started sweating over here all set, man. You made me nervous, man. Y'all gotta chill, baby. Hey, you doing that to me, man?
We do have some people that are agreeing with me, though. So I think it's more of a split as opposed to everyone thinking it's Megan Fox.
Well, they're two nice young ladies, and I wish them nothing but the best in all that they do
in their careers.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Success, happiness, all that.
Whatever endeavor they want to go, I just wish them nothing but the best.
Trey Sinclair says, this is his podcast. He says, awesome talk with Raw someone.
Bet that. Okay. We have to check it out then, man. Shout
out.
No, yeah, definitely. And Trey, man, no, seriously, man, commit to it though, bro. If you're gonna do it, commit to it, baby.
These are advertising dollars he's putting out in the super chat.
Yeah, look, he is though.
Let's go, UW.
They talk about some pull it up. Boy, y'all better stop. Oh, Brandon Clark, Freddie, G187, y'all gotta chill, man. Still Nation 412, you wild for that as well.
Let's go, UW, though. He's taking it back to college here. He says the bus just graduated, in case anyone didn't hear.
Oh, let's go, man. No, major congrats to
I did
Jerome,
see
man.
that. I thought he was going through a semester, though. Did his semester only take like 2 days?
Oh, he just started?
I thought so. The video he was doing acted like he was just touchdown in Notre Dame. He's like, all right, this is my semester. I'm starting up. I'm finishing out. I told my kids that, once you start something, you got to finish. And I still have 1 semester left at Notre Dame. But now he graduated.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's the 13th. Bro, wait. Hold on.
This was like a week ago he did the video.
Bro, that's like the fastest course ever.
Unless he already did it in the fall semester.
We'll ask him.
It doesn't add up, though, because a week ago is kind of where you would start the winter semester.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You would have said you graduated back in early December if it was the fall semester, right?
I'm saying.
Bus got the fast pass on that graduation.
Hey, bro,
I don't blame him.
Hey, by any means, man. Yeah, as long as you complete it.
Maybe it was just one class he had to take.
Or maybe he's using his resources. Just make a phone call here or there. Maybe that's what's going on.
Someone says, "What's Deke's shirt say?" This is just the ACC championships.
Oh, something
for
light.
The Pitt Panthers.
Something light.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of super chats. We could still hang around in the normal chats a little bit here.
The normal chat still is detoxing right now. Okay, so yes. I'm seeing a lot still coming in here. LL and Chris Carter and a lot of others. They are still really wanting us to pull this up. I am not participating in this. No.
All right. Well, exploring what JJ's saying, he just started. He didn't graduate.
Oh, okay.
So maybe someone took the video of the bus and just thought he graduated immediately.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
But that's what I thought. What exploring what JJ's saying is he landed at Notre Dame. He's like, hey, I'm here. I'm about to graduate this semester. What you start, what you finish. I have 1 more left. That's what I thought. He was out in the snow and everything.
Yo, that is...
He's slumming it up out there.
We're going to have to check this out. You think he's on...
We should call him up.
Actually,
that'd be good. Like, what's your favorite class?
Hey, but like, what's your campus situation? Are you sleeping in the dorm or are you off campus right now? What's your house situation looking like? Do you eat in the cafeteria?
That's crazy because with all this new virtual stuff, he doesn't have to be on campus.
He doesn't. Not at all. Like I said, when I went and did the master's, it was like, yo, I don't need to go to campus. Yeah, this is perfect. Like, come on, man. But it is fun though when you go back on. I ain't gonna lie. It is a certain thing.
Maybe there's something with him. Yeah, Notre
Dame.
Dame. He actually went to Notre Dame.
It is definitely something. Because I felt like that when I went back to JMU. It was like, man, going back to campus after you'd have made it to the league, it's different.
You're probably a legend.
Some might say that, yes.
I'm sure. Yeah, boss at Notre Dame was a stud. You winning Defensive Player of the Years down in JMU.
Yeah, a lot of people, they were very excited for me to be back. Yeah, it was a good time.
What do we got next?
All right, man. Y'all was throwing me off because they were talking about your favorite movie now is Transformers.
Mine?
Yeah, they said that's probably what your favorite movie is. I was over here like,
No. Oh, man, this could actually be a deep conversation. I mean, Wolf of Wall Street's up there.
That's a classic.
The Departed's up there for me.
Oh, that's clean. So you're a Leo guy.
What is he in both? Yeah, I guess he is in both those. I mean, every movie he puts out is pretty damn good.
I mean, it's Leo for a reason.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's pretty good.
Let's go. I ain't gonna lie, man. That movie's kind of weird to me, though, bro. If I didn't,
people have some mixed reactions on that one. I didn't want it to end. Like I don't know what it was. The nostalgic element of it. I really didn't want it to end. It was so good.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I always have this like weird vibe of when I feel like I can tell it's a current movie trying to be redid as like an older setting. That's my thing. I'm looking at it like, bro, I know this isn't really like that. This wasn't looking like that. And then knowing the ending of like the real story and then watching that, it was a cool spin on it and a cool twist to it. But that was my other part. I'm like, oh, I actually know the story. If I never knew the story, I think I would like this a little bit better. But because I know the story, I'm over here like, well, factually, this is inaccurate. Well, I mean, when you see how this looks, I mean, it should have been like this. And that's my problem. It's one of my red flags for myself.
Brad Pitt and his pit bull just taking out all of Manson's crew was hilarious.
Yo, it was fire, though.
And then he came out with the flamethrower, DiCaprio. That was hilarious. I'd put
like
Avengers Infinity War in there, I think, in the mix too. In like my top 5. Like I know, even though that's like a mainstream superhero movie and stuff, but like that one was badass.
Yeah, that was fire.
Those are probably in my mix right now. In the top 4 or 5-ish. I really like Star Wars, but that's like a whole series too.
That's something we're gonna have. We got all season coming up. We'll rehash these. We'll dive into those again. We definitely will.
Steel City Soner. Stop playing with Hines, bro. Hall of Fame 2023. Much love, Deke and Moats. Will you guys be at the Carolina game next year? I know it's early.
I'm not. I know for me, I'm not sure yet. I've looked at the Carolina game. I think, what was it? Oh man, it's Atlanta, Carolina.
There's a Bills away game too.
Oh, who? Bills away game? You think? Why would I care about a Buffalo Bills game? Why would I care about the Steelers playing in Buffalo? Whatever. How could that be, intriguing to moi? I
think it's intriguing for anyone. It's a good matchup.
Nah, I agree, man. It's a great matchup, man. I like it a lot, man. Maybe we might see it a couple weeks from now, man. Hopefully.
AFC Championship
would
be.
Man, hopefully.
Well, TG's predicting their downfall this week.
He's a hater. It's because I do a show with a Pitt guy. That's what he doesn't like,
Maybe.
That's what it is, bro. You're rubbing off on me. He's like, you know what, Moats? We locker mates, but you work with a Pitt guy, so F your Bills.
I agree with him on Hines. I've been saying that. I don't know when it's going to happen. If, when, who knows? Are we going to be old? Am I going to be 50, 60?
Could it be like the Donnie Show? Is he the new Donnie Show?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it should be that case, but yeah, at this rate, I mean, there are some good receivers coming out too.
Does he become the new Alan Faneca?
Yeah, how long did it take? 10 years for him?
Excuse me. I don't know. Who do you feel like, because you've been a part of the Nation way longer than me, who do you feel like amongst the fan base?
Hines.
No, not Hines. I'm talking between Faneca and Shell, because obviously like Hines wasn't available while both of those guys have been available a lot longer.
Shell, the problem with me is I never got to see him play.
Okay.
But if you're just going to ask me who they think is the better player, meant more maybe their respective teams, I'd say Faneca. No doubt.
Got you.
Yeah, like he was probably the best guard in the NFL for a solid 6-7 years.
Got you. So that then, yeah, but with Hines, man, it's gonna be interesting though, man. Hopefully he gets in sooner rather than later, man. But we shall see.
There's a few guys, and we went over this with less accolades that are in. I mean, especially you combine that Super Bowl MVP that he had and stuff. Playoff performances.
That's legit, man.
10,000 receptions too.
Yeah. And he still has all the Steelers records too.
He's got
because
it.
AB and when he departed, so he still has it all, man. But
which is weird because I still think AB is the best Steeler receiver of all time. No doubt in my mind.
We would have had that talk before, man. So it's all good. But let's get to this next topic though, man, because this is the one we really want to talk about right here.
Okay.
Man. Okay. I want to talk about these coordinators that we currently have now. Both of these coaches, I said coaches. Man, what was I?
Yeah, this one's your topic.
Yeah, this is one I'm excited about because with both of these coaches, at some point during the season, they've come under fire in terms of, do we keep them? Do we fire them the next day? Or should we bring them back next year? A lot of mixed reviews as well with both of these guys because both of their situations are similar yet slightly different. But the question I wanted to ask to you and to, the chat.
I'll write it in.
Is if we get an inspired performance, right?
Okay.
We go on one of those, the offense looks different. The defense looks different. And we can tangibly point to it and say, hey, man, this is schematics. This is coaching right here. This is not personal. This is coaching right here. If we get an uptick from them postseason wise, whether it's just this game or if it took 2 games, would that change our perspective on their job security in terms of, would it make you want to have Matt Canada come back next year? Would it make you want to have Keith Butler come back next year as well?
Wow.
Because, I mean, that's been the
if we go
thing,
on a
right?
run, obviously.
Now, why is it obviously, though?
Because that's multiple games of success, especially in big-time moments, too, playoffs.
And you would count
but you brought up
you
one
would count
game.
the 3 to 4 games. And so it would have to be what, to AFC Championship or Super Bowl for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is one game. Like,
Right.
what if we play awesome this game and we just get unlucky or something?
Right.
That's probably
like the offense looks great, defense looks great, and it's like, man, Mahomes hit us on something at the end,
something fluky.
and it's
The
like,
refs
you know what, Dave,
made a shitty pass
right?
interference
Like
call.
whatever, like, and that's how it ends. But it's like, yo, we could definitively see and say, yo, they look different.
Who's more on the hot seat? I would say it's Canada for sure, because Butler, he's been around for a while. We've gone through the ups and downs with him.
But people, I mean, obviously the run defense and how that has been this season.
You got me intrigued, though,
Yeah.
bringing up Tomlin being the DC last game and cooking up some new stuff.
Okay. And
you really got me intrigued.
Real,
like, why hasn't this been going on the whole time?
But that is a real thing, and that is why I bring it up, because I'm like, that could potentially change some stuff. Like what we saw last week, does that make Keith Butler a little bit more, hey, man, we don't need you as much? If Canada in this offense looks inspired, looks different, we're seeing some of these things that people are talking about in the chat, the 15 to 20 yard, the middle of the field stuff, taking shots downfield. Would that sway you? Would that change you? Or would it have to be more than one?
One of the big problems is, are we bringing any big-time name defensive coordinators or offensive coordinators? Because
because obviously we want to know.
Like, what if we brought in like Todd Bowles or something, or we brought in Flores? I do think Flores should get a head coaching job, but for some reason, if he doesn't get one, if we got Flores, like, that should be like a no-brainer, I think.
Okay.
But if we go on a run, then forget about Flores. Let's just run it back because, it'd be big time if we go on a run and things are looking different. You got to give credit for that,
because that's the part for me where I keep going back and forth. I said I don't feel like one game can sway me, but I do feel like if you were to go to the AFC Championship game and it's looking like that, I'm almost content if you go AFC Championship game that I would be willing to say, hey, bring it back for another year. Let me see if this coordinator is as real as I think it is right now. Super Bowl, I think that locks it in. But they
might even get some head coaching opportunities, right? Or something.
But that's my thing. I do feel like it would need to be multiple games. I don't think it could just be one. Like for me, I'm not comfortable just, oh man, they did it one time, and it looked good. It was a postseason, and then they still, because I'm thinking about the 17 regular season games as well.
It is an interesting question. Man, I don't know.
Now in the chat, when I'm looking in the chat,
I think it all depends on the run, and we just mentioned that. It all depends on the run or not. One game, I just don't really have any expectations going into this offseason for the coordinator, defensive coordinator.
Right.
If that makes sense. It's not really crossed my mind. Like, I'm just almost expecting we're bringing both of them back. That's the thing.
Ooh, so I guess like as I sit here today, I do think Butler comes back or retires because obviously he's getting a little bit older now. But with Canada, I don't think it's a surefire thing that he returns. I like, not in the sense of, hey, we're firing you, but in the sense of, we just didn't renew your contract. Like, I do think that that's kind of up in the air right now, just because.
Is he a 1-year deal?
Well, in the sense of, like, if I remember correctly, let me see. Either way, it's 1 year max, right?
Might have been
either
2,
way.
but
nothing more than
probably
2.
easily get out of it. Yeah. It's not going to cost you that much.
So with that though, I do feel like for him, he's definitely on the hot seat, and part of it has been on him. Part of it has been on the personnel that's on the field, but that's the part where I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Does that change it? the chat, when I'm looking in the chat, man, I feel like it's mixed reviews. I feel like defensively, people are a little bit, they're chiller on Butler in terms of firing him or not. They're kind of cool with that. I know they like the Bowles, Todd Bowles recommendation.
Someone's bringing up Zimmer. Russell Schwartz says in his super chat, there has been some really good coaches fired that I tried being in as a coordinator. Flores is one. I take Zimmer too.
Okay.
Fangio getting released by Broncos.
Absolutely.
So there's some good coordinator guys.
Yeah, there's definitely some guys out there, man.
Are you ready to let go of both? If it was your choice?
If it was my choice, I would probably let go of the OC, keep the DC.
Oh, you're ready to move on from Canada?
I mean, from what I've seen for 17 weeks, yes, because remember I said some of the stuff I thought was personnel related. Some of the stuff I still think is schematics related. And because I can't point to another situation where he's had success at this level, it makes me feel less confident that he can survive and excel at this level. It's a difference between success at the NFL level versus success collegially. Nick Saban, prime example, one of the best college coaches you will ever see, but at the NFL level, it's not the same. I forgot the cat that was in Atlanta. What was it? Which Patino was that one? The one that had left. You remember talking about? He was there, coached a little bit. Was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at you
with the press conference.
Yeah. It's just different, man.
Like, Bobby Petrino.
It's harder to win in the NFL, man. It's a lot more variables and stuff like that. And part of me, as I sit here today, I have those questions about Canada, whereas I don't have those same questions about Keith Butler because, number one, I've sat in those rooms with him. I have an intimate understanding of his knowledge. And now I've also seen a body of work of him as a coordinator, where he's had success, where he's had some top defenses out there, where we've seen him have Pro Bowls and All Pros and look like they develop under him as well. I just can't point to that necessarily with this offense right now. And that's the biggest reason why, for me, I'm not as confident in terms of me wanting to bring him back. But it could change, though. Like I said, if this team looks different postseason, this team looks more motivated postseason, get out of here with a dub. Like I said, somehow it would have to be more than 1 week, though. For me, it would have to be more than 1 week.
Okay. What's the case for Canada? The case for Canada is if Ben retires, he gets a chance at like a new quarterback.
Yes.
That's his case. But
that's definitely his case.
Let's say we go on a run, Ben wants to come back. Like, you got to get rid of Canada.
Get rid of him because now
Let
you can
Ben
see it's going to be an issue. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But actually, though, if we go on a run.
But if you go on a run, you
got
to keep
him. Canada and Ben kind of meshed.
Yeah, so.
That would be weird. That would actually be the weirdest scenario.
Because you have to wait those postseason games more than this 17-game body of work that we know what it looked like at times. So, yeah.
Well,
it's interesting, bro.
It's interesting you brought it up, for sure. Like I said, it wasn't completely on my radar, but you're right in that there's a temperature going on with how we feel about our coordinators. And I think more people are way more apt to get rid of Canada right now.
Yeah.
Butler, I don't know. People kind of want Butler gone too. But maybe it's just not as pressing because you're right. We've seen actually some good defenses here and there. But we've also seen spurts for certain games throughout seasons of, man, what the hell is this defense doing? We've seen it this season. I don't think we can put it all on the coordinator, though, or the coaching on some of this because we've talked about effort on certain guys on the front seven, defensive line, linebackers. In terms of why we were so bad with our rush defense.
And I just think it's a difference, too, when you watch Keith Butler's defense. It doesn't feel like a college defense. Whereas when you watch Matt Canada at times, the offense feels college-like. It feels real sideline to sideline.
These jet sweeps are working, though. I'll tell you what.
Well, it's situationally, right?
I can't believe it.
It's situationally. They've improved. They've definitely improved, but once again, that's a college style thing in terms of you can't hang your hat on it, right? It's not something that you could dial up and a guy that, hey man, we got this, but just sweep, man, we got this. Like, that's the difference with the concepts and stuff like that. And for me, I just haven't seen enough from him just yet to make me feel like, you know what, he can excel at this level to at least win a Super Bowl. That's what I'm referring to.
All right. Well, do you want to go over some chats? See what people are saying about it?
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's see what the folks are saying.
Because I think I'm all caught up on Super Chats, too. So whenever we want to go to that, I could probably read those off, too.
Okay.
But we got Knight Rider 16 saying, bro, Matt Canada sucked in college. Look how many different jobs he had. He sucked at LSU.
Now, my only rebuttal is this. college coaches switching jobs, that's not necessarily viewed as a bad thing. That's more common practice at that level because you're always trying to hop into the next thing, right? You go from being a QB coach at one spot to now you're the offensive coordinator at one spot. Your offensive coordinator or your pass game coordinator, like that is a little bit common in terms of if you're not the head coach. It is a little bit more common to bounce around like that. Just throwing that out there. Now, if you felt like he was terrible there, I get it. Just depending on who you talking to. I know people in Pitt, they thought that under him, the offense looked a little bit different. It was a little bit more explosive. People liked him. So that's all I'm saying.
Richard Stone says we're the worst run defense in the league. We are. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is factual.
Farron, he's on fire today. He's coming through with the chats. Signing up for the upper room. He says Canada is a college mine. He needs to go back. Brandon Clark brings up Jim Caldwell. Says he's available. He would be a really good OC.
Yeah, I forgot about Jim.
Who was he OCing with? Was it just Colts and that's why he got the head coaching job?
Yeah.
Because Dungy left and then he just got promoted. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
What did he do after that?
I don't remember, actually. Did he go? He might have went to Detroit, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Was he the head coach there? Was he the OC or head coach?
I couldn't remember if I don't remember.
I think you're right, though.
But I definitely think he went to Detroit.
Butler can go. This is from Martin F.
Mm-hmm.
Butler can go and take Bush with him. Package deal.
There you go. Say, no more 5-5. That's rough, man. Come on, bro.
Boss, maybe he's giving some grace to Canada. He says it's hard with a trash O-line.
Yeah, I can understand it. All right, we got a couple of supers as well on this. Let's read those off, and then after that, we'll go to the next portion of today's show as well, baby.
You want me to start off with the very top one?
Yeah, where are you at?
Let's go, UW.
Yep, that's perfect. Yep.
All right. He says, so can we expect an interview with Najee this offseason?
Hold on, where are you looking at, bro?
Super chats.
Oh, bro, I did not see any of that. Okay. Good work.
Yeah, because the one we left off on was the Hines one.
Good call.
Next one was Let's Go UW.
Totally missed those. But he said, can we expect an interview with Najee this offseason? Man, we're going to work on it. How about that? We'll work on it, man.
Do what we can.
Absolutely.
Mike Matizich. Out of the fired head coaches, who would you say would fit best on the Steelers coaching staff next season?
I just saw they fired the Texans coach. I know Joe Judge got fired.
He was a special teams guy.
Yeah, who else just got fired? It was somebody else.
Fangio, Flores.
Yeah, I'm going Flores.
For sure.
Yeah, if any of those got Flores first, and then Fangio probably 2, and then we'll see who else gets fired after
Zimmer.
that.
Someone brought up Zimmer.
Oh yeah, well Zimmer.
Would you like him as DC?
Over who? Flores?
No, just in general. Like, say Flores gets a head coaching job.
I mean, I'm not against him as a DC, but he's a 4-3 guy. Though.
He had some good Bengals defenses.
Yeah, but
well, Tomlin was initially before coming over here,
but he didn't have the defense when he came over here. He learned he was under LeBeau. Remember, LeBeau ran that defense.
Do you think he'd be opposed switching?
No, Tomlin wants to run a 4-3. But the problem is this: how many years have you been committed to 3-4 personnel? As a guy that's been a part of that change, now you start having DNs trying to, do certain things. You got linebackers having to go from Alex Highsmith, great edge rusher, but in a 4-3, he's a will linebacker. You off-ball covering guys, or TJ Washington will linebacker, off-ball covering guys. That night and day.
We don't want that.
Yeah, no, we don't want that at all. Or you make them DNs. But now when they're having to play, it's a little bit different. It's going to feel like nickel ball a little bit with them as your DNs because they're a lot smaller. You typically want your like Carlos Dunlap types, right. David, like Myles Garrett, bigger body dudes. Yeah, that's a little different right there, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Russell Schwartz. There's been some really... Oh, no, I just read that one. Yeah. Deja vu. Sorry.
It happens.
Let's go UW. I lean to Butler for retirement. Number one guy to target is Vic Fangio for DC. I'd give Canada one more year with a new QB to see what he does with that 7.
All right. Hey, man, I'm not against that, baby. No, not at all.
That's not really the only case for him, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well, though.
Because I'm right down the middle. I'm just 50-50. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do one way or another. I have no expectations, really. Yeah. I have none.
But it would have
because I would have liked for us to get like Doug Peterson last year or a bigger name at OC. We're just not doing that, though.
And part of me, I have the PTSD now of I want to see somebody from outside the organization. I want a fresh face. I don't want an in-house promotion. In the sense of like with the Canada thing, and that's the other reason why I'm like,
we have no one at this point we should be promoting in-house.
I would hope not, but
we would have to bring in someone out of house.
Well, actually, I think that Ike Hilliard, I think he got a OC interview. Was that a year ago?
Oh, really?
That might have been the Lions as well. if I remember correctly. Yeah, because he was the offensive guy, and then Terrell Austin was the defensive guy that got an interview for a coordinator spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming Peterson gets a head coaching job too, but I'd be for that for sure.
Yeah, any of those guys.
Haley, obviously, but I don't know if we're going to circle back to that. Probably not.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different.
Key Chambers. No, we still need to look for new, at least, offensive coordinator. I agree with Moats. Look for someone new. Butler's seat is warm as hell. If we beefed up the team, then beef up the team OC and DC. CNC. Too many C's here.
That's a lot of Souths over here. Like
Steelers, 704, Charlotte, North Carolina.
No, I like that sentiment, though, man. If you're going to go all in, beef them all up, man. Higher end coaching. Maybe you get, more cultivation of your roster. Maybe you get a little bit more productivity out of some of these, underperforming players. You never know. Yeah.
Kurt Vaughn A says, all I have to say, you guys are informative and are really entertaining. Love the show.
Oh, man, we greatly appreciate you, Kurt Vaughn A. And I like your name, Kurt Vaughn A. Let's go.
Russell Schwartz says, honestly, Canada hasn't done enough. Looked like Randy was still calling plays. I disagree. I think we looked very different than from last year.
Yeah. Like
way more under center.
Yeah, we definitely have a distinct look about us this year.
Very little play action and shots downfield.
Yeah.
No, because last year we were shotgun and
yeah. Ben
was throwing 3-5 yards, try to get it out quick.
Yeah.
This year we're not doing that. We're handing the ball off a lot. Ben's under center.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a distinct difference.
Yeah.
Black Lavender. Gonna need that Deke playoff promo stream at 6:30.
Hey, what do you do? You got playoffs tonight?
6:30. No playoffs tonight. He's talking about the cards that are dropping. I think they're probably releasing them at 6:30.
Okay.
No, they're not releasing them. They're releasing the information on them. They're releasing them tomorrow. So he probably wants me to get my react or something.
Yeah, man. So, all right, we're gonna stay on. We staying on track today, though. We staying on track.
6:30. I might be able to. I might be able to do something. Probably not. I'll be on tomorrow though, for sure. Using the cards. Rarity Unlimited. What's up, boys? Should we be worried about Najee?
Slightly, but we're not panicking. He's on schedule to practice tomorrow. This was a part of the plan in terms of him taking today and yesterday in terms of DNP. Do not practice, however you want to phrase that. But yeah, everything is still pointing in the right direction. So just take time. And then we got a new upper room member.
Yep.
Kurt Vaughn A. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed.
And that's all the super chats.
I like it. So let's get to
We got what, 25 minutes?
25 minutes. So we about to stack paper. We on schedule. The longest part is going to be when we get to these picks.
Well, there's less games though.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So it probably won't take as long this time.
7. How many games? Is it 6 games?
Yeah, because you got the 2 buys and then so just 2 buys. Yeah,
I think it's just 6 games. Yeah, so we should fly through those. You're gonna be intrigued by the records and what happened last week.
Okay, well, I'm pulling up my stack of my paper because once again, I took the picture on my phone today. I'm just throwing it out there.
I got some crazy stuff here.
Bro, but shout out to DraftKings, though, man. They actually had, the props and everything up early. So I like that, man.
They got playoff specials. They got everything,
bro. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Shout out to DraftKings. They didn't sponsor today's show, but y'all know if y'all are going to use them, if it's your first time, man, drop the promo code Moats so you can get that deposit bonus.
Definitely.
But, I'll read mine off first. The first thing that I like, and this is actually one that I actually put my bread on as well. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 12.5. Why do I like the plus 12.5? Well, it gives me a little insurance, right? You know my prediction. I predict us to win. Deke even predicted us to win. But I also know that, hey, a lot has to go in our favor for us to get that done. At the end of the day, though, worst case scenario, I don't feel like this is a 13-point spread in terms of them being 13 points better than us in this particular game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. So those odds, minus 110, $20 bet wins you $38.18. Shout out to the Deontay Johnson for the change on that one. But that gives you 12.5 points, meaning that the Steelers just can't lose by more than 13 points, which we do not anticipate that happening, baby. So that's the first one that I like. Second one is for the real ones. We talk about the fake fans and the real fans. We talk about that all the time, Deke. But this is one that I always like to present out there for the beat your chest, silence them like the LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Pittsburgh Steelers money line. Money line means the Steelers are going to win straight up. No spreads, no luckies, no pushes. Just win the game. Flat out. This is where you get your best odds, too. Plus 450.
Yep.
You talking bang for your buck. Plus 450 are the odds for the Steelers to win money line. So a $20 bet will win you $110. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you want a chance to score big, you remember what Deke was talking about? What was that? I forgot which game you did last week.
It was Jaguars and
Colts.
Steelers parlay.
Yeah, the Jaguars and Steelers parlay. The Jaguars Colts, if you looked at those odds on that line, it wasn't pretty because nobody expected the Jags to win. Similar to how nobody expects the Steelers to win.
I got $400. What did I put down? I think I put $20 down.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yes. That's what I'm like, yo, I don't know what you did. When you put, I'm like, yes, you hit the leg, bro, because you had the odds, and that was the game. Similar to how we talking about right here. So that is definitely one. If you're feeling confident, if you feel like an upset could happen, this is the one you go with, baby. Now, this is where we get a little fun.
Okay.
We got a little player prop right here. Okay. What up, Chase? What up, Chase Claypool?
It's his time.
I feel the maturity. Chase Claypool. Deke sold me on the matchup. Chase Claypool.
I think I did say he's going to have a big game.
I don't even need you to have a big game. I just need you to have over 43 yards because right now the line is set for 42.5 receiving yards for Chase Claypool. 42.5 receiving yards. All he needs is 43 yards. 43 yards receiving the ball. That's it. Now, we know a couple of things with Chase. We know he is the big play guy in terms of when we take our shots downfield, that's who's getting the targets. So you already have that lined up for you. But also when you talk about matchups, they don't have a Marcus Peters over there. They don't have a Marlon Humphrey over there. They don't have a guy that's going to be able to get hands and be, super duper physical with Chase. Chase should be able to have some success here and definitely get over 43 receiving yards. But the odds for that are -115. So $20 bet gets you $37.39. Shout out to Minkah Fitzpatrick on the change. Then, because I was hyped about this one, bro. Actually, I have like 7 picks, bro.
I want to hear.
I usually go 5, but I went 7 for 7 because we got to get number 7
right
in 7's final ride.
Right.
You see the 7. You see what I'm on right now, okay? I'm believing. Okay?
God's message.
God's plan. Let's go. Team total touchdowns. This is where the disrespect is real, ladies and gentlemen. They have the Steelers. The line is set at 1.5. Meaning they don't feel like the Steelers could get 2 touchdowns. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Pittsburgh can't score 2 touchdowns in this game versus the Chiefs defense? I don't buy it right now. Even garbage time, you still get 2 of them things. But the odds are set for -140. Okay, in terms of the Steelers scoring over 1.5 touchdowns. So you got to score 2 touchdowns. But I like the over in this. Okay, so -140 is a $20 bet when you're $34.28, which, like I said, I like that a lot. Should I take a pause right here before I read off my last 3? Or how you want to do this thing, man?
No, you keep going. You're on a roll.
I am on a roll. I'm feeling hot right now. I ain't going to fake it, bro. So, on contrast, right, we talked about the Steelers' total team touchdowns. Well, what if I interest you in Kansas City Chiefs' total team points? Can we talk about that a little bit? Because
under,
I'm definitely hammering the under. They got the line set at 29.5. 29.5 is what? Essentially 30 points. You think they're going to score 30 points on our defense? I personally don't. As long as they're under 30, you're winning money right here, okay? -115 are those odds. $20 bet will win you $37.39. But I do like that a lot because I don't think they're scoring 30 points. Them winning is totally different than them scoring 30 points on us. That's the part for me why I just have a hard time believing it. I don't see it, man. And obviously our scores reflect that as well. But the final 2, and this is what I also like as well because, we get these props coming up again, man. I like when we prop it up. Can I holler at Chris Boswell for a second?
Yeah.
Can I talk to you, Chris Boswell? I know you're getting a massage and about. Oh, you're on the table right now because I'm right after you, player. So yeah, don't need too much work done, okay? But Chris Boswell, field goals made. They have the line set at 1.5. So we're just talking 2 field goals, not PATs, just 2 field goals. That's what we're talking about here. This is the Wizard of Oz. But also we know our offense. At times, we can get a little stymied in the red zone. At times, we got to kick some field goals. And we have seen with Boz, regardless of conditions, regardless of time of game or location, he has been money. So I love this one. Turns of Boz over 1.5 field goals made. +120 are those odds. So a $20 bet will win you $44. I like that one a lot. But this is the one I like the most, Deke.
Okay.
This one I like the absolute most. And that's why this is my 7th and final stack of paper right here. TJ Watt, total solo tackles.
Okay.
They have it set at over 2.5.
Ooh.
We're talking 3 solo tackles. 3. TJ Watt. future defensive player of the year. We know he's tied the NFL single season sack record. And for the record, yes, a sack does count as a solo tackle as well. So all he needs is 3 solo tackles. Just 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Plus 110 are those odds. So a $20 bet will win you $42. That's the other one, like I said, for me that I just enjoy because TJ's been hearing what since he's gotten to the postseason. Man, you don't have a sack all postseason. That's cool. But what you're also telling me is he's going to be super fired up. What you're also telling me is he's going to be living in that backfield. And when he's living in that backfield, that's how we get those solos going, the tackles for losses, and ultimately the sacks. And for us to win, TJ is going to need to get to Mahomes multiple times. So that's why I lay it down right there, baby. But
probably feeling snubbed from that sack record.
That's
too.
what I'm saying, bro. He's going to be amped up. He is going to be fired up, ready to go. And the last time he was out here, he was hurt. It wasn't the best performance. And he knows, man, the Chiefs probably looking at him on tape like, hey, man, that thing ain't like what y'all thought it was. It ain't really like that. He played, so he was healthy. That's the message they telling that tackle right now. And it's cool.
You think?
Nah, they better not lie to that man like that. You better tell, hey, they said hell's coming, okay? He's coming, okay? Yeah. He's coming. And hell's coming.
You better be on your P's and Q's,
yes,
bro.
Yes. You ever seen that pale ride on that white horse? Boy, all right now. You better leave him alone. It's that Grim Reaper. Okay now. All right.
So for me?
Yeah.
I already did the Steelers money line today, actually. I put 30 on that.
I see you.
So I'm sitting pretty good there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at some of these playoff props, though.
Yeah.
This one I'm really liking. If you're feeling the run, we got most playoff receiving yards. Deontay Johnson at plus 4,000. $5. Just put $5 on it.
Wow.
Get you 200.
Let's get it.
This 200 profit right there. If you want to amp it up to 10, that's going to get you $400.
Dude, that's...
Why not? You could do that with Deontay. You could do that with Claypool. I would, if I had to take a guess though, I'm thinking Deontay goes on one then for this playoffs. If we're going on a run,
Deontay is gonna get the targets as well.
Yeah.
Whereas with Chase will get you yards because he's a big play volume guy. If he's on, he's gonna have one of them freaky 3 catches, 70+ yard games. Deontay gonna hit you with them 9, 10, 11 catches on you one time.
Oh, I heard Deontay's interview today too. It's amazing.
Uh-oh.
He called out the fake fans, so that's even more reason to put some money on him.
It is.
All right, let me try to find this. I actually want to find this quote because you'll like this. This is like actually stolen from me almost in a way.
Uh-oh. Here he is.
But he's the one I would want to be taking this line. He says, I like being in this situation. Once we win, don't try to hop back on the bandwagon. Remember all that stuff you're saying now.
I hear it, but I do feel like we don't really mean it. Could you imagine if all the fake fans just didn't show up to a game or stop rooting for the team? It'd be like half the stadium empty, bro. I'll be out here like, man, where the fans at? Hey, we started losing. Nobody want to show up to the games anymore. What's going on here, man? Where the real ones at, man? Nobody's going to show up to the game. It's too empty in here, man. Well, you said don't hop back on the bandwagon, That's how it goes, though, bro.
So I like where Deontay's mentality's at right now. I'm feeling around.
I like his energy though.
And that's a nice just to throw like $5 on.
No, easy money. Heck yeah. I mean, like you said, it's predicated. Obviously, the guy's going on a little bit of a run, but I like that though, bro.
There's another one I saw. This one could get interesting. Hold on, let me try to find the right tab here. This could be it. No. I think I'm gonna guess the lines here because I'm pretty sure this is 99% accurate on what I saw. If you're feeling a little in-house rivalry from the podcast happening potentially in 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I guess it would be.
Whoa, you could pick. Better not.
You can pick.
You better not.
Hold on, here it is. No, I got it.
You better not.
I got it.
The disrespect I'm sitting.
Name the finalist. This is what it's called. It's called Name the Finalist.
Okay.
So that's for either AFC or NFC conference.
Oh, okay. And which team are you picking?
Huh? No, I'm just saying. I'm saying here, if you suspect a matchup happening. Oh, no, this isn't it. This is stage of elimination. Is this it? I'm all over the place, bro. This is terrible. No, this is picking the Super Bowl. Never mind.
That's cool. I gotta.
I thought I saw. It's got to be there. Oh, no, here it is. No? I'm sorry. I'm derailing everything.
Numbers? Conference winner?
No, this is what happened. I swear I saw it.
Dang.
Maybe I'm seeing things. I thought I saw Steelers versus Bills in the AFC Championship.
Oh, okay.
Like for that to happen.
Okay. If that's the case, you don't put money on
I think
that.
it was like plus 3,000 or something.
I would definitely put money
But
on
I may have not seen it because I'm not finding the tab up here at all. So it might be one of those Al Villanueva buying a house in Pittsburgh or something situations.
I would never forget when you said that. It was like, yo, Deke, are you okay?
If
Bro, I could have been there. I might have not been.
If you're feeling some potential tension in the AFC Championship,
just know. Yeah.
Steelers versus Bills, but I can't even see that. So never mind. Take the Deontay one.
Fair enough then. Fair enough.
But if you're like TG, you don't think the Bills are even making it out of round one.
Oh yeah, man. Hey,
we might not
nobody
even
giving them a chance. Don't hop on that bandwagon. That's all we saying, man. Don't hop on that bandwagon. I like it though. So,
I'm trying to knife the tires on that bandwagon.
Wow. That's crazy. You just gonna key the car up too.
I'm putting some nitrous on the Steelers bandwagon.
That's crazy.
So we could fly through these playoffs, but also that the fake fans can't jump back on. We're going so fast.
I got you.
Adding some nitrous to it.
I like that, man.
But no, I kind of derailed the second half of that because I was trying to find a bet that I thought was there. It's not actually there.
It's all good, bro. We ain't tripping. Let's get to these picks, man.
I was going to say, we got 10 minutes. We can fly through these picks. We only got 6 games.
Yeah, get to the picks, and then after that, man, we should have some time to wrap up with a couple of the supers and stuff like that. And yeah,
definitely.
We'll be on our way to relaxation and hopefully relaxing on Sunday night as we're watching the Steelers win, which sounds like it can't be two things. Those aren't mutually exclusive. You can't watch Steelers win and have a relaxing night. That's not how it works, man. We know this.
First game.
Yeah.
This one's on Saturday. Are we doing all these straight up? Maybe not. Maybe not, because there are some bigger spreads.
I mean, what you saying? It's the postseason. Ain't no gimmies. Everybody good.
You want to do all straight up?
Why not?
You sure? Well,
what was the
negotiate.
right
I was gonna say the Bucks-Eagles game.
What's the count
both
right
taking
now?
the Bucks.
What's the count right now?
What?
You said you had.
Yeah. Let me go back.
Let's
Let me
start
go back.
with the count, and then from there, I'll know how aggressive I need to be.
Okay, we're up. I was up going 5 into last week.
Yes.
So here's how the picks played out.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders-Chargers game. You won.
Yes.
You had Raiders. I picked Chargers.
I remember that. Okay.
We did Saints-Falcons with the spread. Saints -4.
I know I took
I won
Falcons.
That.
Yeah.
Seahawks +3.5 against the Cardinals. I took Seahawks. I won that. Seahawks won outright.
Yep.
Jets-Bills. Jets +16.
I covered.
The Bills covered. So you won that. We're 2-2 right now. I had Bears +5 against the Vikings. I lost that.
Okay.
So now you're up 3-2.
It still ain't enough of a spread, bro.
Washington football team -7 I had against the Giants. So I won that one. Now we're tied 3-3.
Tight, man.
Lions-Packers. You won that one. You gave me Lions, no. I took Packers -6, right? You took Lions +6, and they won outright anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you won that one. Jags Colts straight up though.
Yo, you got
the
that's
Jags.
One, yeah.
So 4-4 last week.
Yeah,
I'm still up 5.
Yep. I like it, then, man.
6 games.
I like it. So how you feeling, man?
Bengals at home against the Raiders.
All right, I'll go Bengals.
They're the favorite though, -5 at home.
Oh, that's cool. I like the Bengals though.
You got to give me those points.
No, we just said we weren't doing points. We said we was going straight. It was postseason.
For everything.
No
negotiation.
That's what I thought we was doing for all of them. This is postseason. That'd be like when the Super Bowl. Let me get 2 points.
Bucks-Eagles, though. I mean, we're both taking the Bucks.
That's fine.
We could just toss that one out.
That's
fine. All right. I'll go Raiders. I'll go Raiders,
besides,
actually.
you don't like Jamar Chase. I've been on the Jamar Chase. That's been me. So you can't get my player. Nah, that's
I wouldn't mind seeing the Raiders win that one. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll go with the Raiders.
Okay. I know you're taking the Patriots next. I got the Bills.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
There we go. Perfect. All right. We said we both got the Bucks here. That's cool. So that means Niners, Cowboys. I got to go to Dallas. I got personal ties. You know that. The folks. Come on, baby.
Is this just actually all playing itself out naturally?
I'm just saying, bro.
I'll take Niners.
All right.
I will take Niners.
This is...
I got Steel. Do you want to change your pick?
No, I can't change it for that. No, I ain't going to do that. All right. This is probably the big one right here. Cardinals, Rams.
Yeah, Rams -4. I gotta go. Ooh. This one's interesting.
Okay, I'll go Cardinals. I got personal ties.
Okay.
You take Rams because I feel you was about to go back and forth, and I
was gonna say I would take Cardinals. Not sure, but also not sure with Stafford.
Right, and that's the thing. Like
we're sure with McVay though, so I'm good with that Rams one at home -4. Wow, this actually just was the easiest picks ever.
It did like flow.
So
perfectly.
we have 4 then.
No, is that the last one though?
Yeah, it's only 6 games.
Because that's the Monday night one. Yeah.
Unless you want to take like Kings tonight or something against the Pens.
Nah, I ain't messing with that, bro. You can't go against the Pens right now. The boys too high.
So 4 games. Yeah, you could definitely squash the lead a little bit.
I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. You can't chase it either. But at the same time, man, I'm having a blast with it. This is fun though, bro.
Yeah, so I got Raiders.
Because for me, like, I like the Bengals. Like, I like watching them. Like, not like I like them. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, hate the Bengals. But, like,
there's a reason they're
like
-5 favorites right now.
Absolutely. Like, yeah. I like it. And you got Mike Hilton over there, little money Mike, man. I'm with it.
Then you got 2 team connections there with the Bills, Cardinals.
Come on now, man. Yeah,
and
man.
Cowboys, yeah.
It's just like,
there's your connection.
I can't go against them. They all in the postseason. I gotta go, you know? I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah.
Unless you're feeling some Eagles upset here. Bucks are kind of down bad right now.
Man. They are.
Evans was banged up last game. He ended up finishing, I think. But
and the last time Philly did play him tough.
You want to take Philly?
I just don't like Philly like that. That's my thing.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to bet against Brady either.
At home, and I like Brady. I want to see Brady succeed with the deck stacked against him a little bit. It's not crazy stacked against. Don't get it twisted. They still got a ton of talent down there, but in the sense
their defense isn't as good as last year.
They're not as good. We know the receiving core is drastically different now when you take AB out, when you don't have Godwin as well. So that's the part where I'm like, I do want to see him at least go ahead and beat Philly. Just get that part under your belt.
Yeah. Okay. Picks were easy then. Get to Super Chat.
That was fun though, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man.
We got some more upper room.
I'm so glad you brought that to the show, man. I'm glad, man. Shout out to you for that idea.
Don't credit me. It's not.
Man.
It's just a simple concept. Just pick games.
I tell you, man. For me, man, I don't see it's simple for you, but this is something that's foreign to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about picking games. Like, I just care about my game. It's my game. So this helps me have a little bit more of a broader, Yeah, I like that. I appreciate you,
Ryan Fiorita. He brings up Dotson. Okay, he says, "What do you guys think of our ideal O line for the playoffs? I would love to see Green and Dotson at guards. If healthy, will Juju play?" No,
they didn't move your boy Dotson.
We're sticking with.
They didn't move your boy
JC and the glue for sure. I would like Dotson back in the lineup, but he's on IR, so we can't even really bring that up.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, he definitely.
We talked about Juju already. Will he play?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And for me, I still need to see Green as a guard before we start saying now he's
in
a
the
guard.
Playoffs?
Because beforehand, everybody was saying he's a center. Now, all of a sudden, these past 2 weeks, even Ben then changed his tune. Oh, he's a guard. When did y'all start saying that? So why y'all been playing him as center? And if he's a guard, if everybody knew he's a guard, what we doing here? That's all. I'm sorry. I digress.
Moises Sembrano.
Whoa, what?
Like Moises Alou?
Oh, I should have saw the name. I thought you were saying like Moistus. I was like, Moistus?
Some people hate that word. Some people like cringe with that word.
A little too moist.
He just says Juju Smith-Schuster return. He's calling it.
If he's back out there, man, he would definitely be a huge asset. We know that part. I just don't believe it just yet. Not this week. Next week, AFC Championship game potentially. All in play. But this week, I just think it's gonna be that's gonna be tight.
He's back again and says TJ Watt got robbed. 23.5 sacks.
Big facts, man. We needed to get another one, man.
And he just joined the upper room. This is a crazy hot streak for Moises Sembrano.
Well, shoot, since he just joined and he's still going.
Yeah, he's got another one after that.
All right, well, anywho, Moises Sembrano, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, baby.
Well, he actually kind of reiterates what he said. He says TJ Watt got robbed to break the record.
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster might return after finishing 21.
Injury reserve. Yeah.
I guess he's talking about the season.
Yeah.
The 21 season.
Back to practice right now. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he was just, I think, more or less clarifying because he made the statements in the first 2 Super Chats, but then he wanted to expand upon them with this one.
Oh, and before you get that last one, Q. Don't think I ain't say you, Q. Come on, baby. I see you in the upper room. So, Q, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Felicia Ballard, did you see Pittsburgh Dad? I swear he read my mind. I did not see him.
I did not either.
Post on YouTube, post on Twitter. I don't know.
Just dropped something. I saw something from the other day, but yeah, I didn't see what the new vid was. Yeah, I did not see that.
Apologies.
Yes, indeed. Pittsburgh Dad, cool dude though, man.
I think that's all we got. Unless we want to read some of these non-super chats before we head out.
We got some time.
We got like 3 minutes.
We got 3 minutes. Let's cook.
Sam Gale says Watt didn't get near Patrick all game last time. I know. We didn't get any pressure.
Yeah, but he did have the cracked ribs last time that magically healed in like 2 days. So he's good to go this time around. So that should be a huge asset.
He had the cracked ribs going into that game,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he like re-injured them by doing something, and he was laboring, didn't look himself at all.
And then he was Wolverine a week later.
Yeah, because that's something we were definitely counting on in the first matchup. Something we'll be counting on in this matchup. We got to get pressure. And we could definitely expose the dude at the right tackle. I mean, Orlando Brown's good at left tackle, but still, there's been guys getting around him too. So Highsmith might be able to even sneak in a sack. Actually, what did he do? Didn't he have a strip sack or something? Did they got the ball back?
Yeah, they caught it though. That was the thing. Because he had the hit on Mahomes, I thought, and the ball flew up and the O-lineman caught it. Was that game?
I think it was.
I thought that was the game, yeah.
I don't know if they called a penalty or something. No, you're right.
The O-lineman
he just caught it, and they continued to drive. You're right. Let's see what else we got here. Big Adams controlling the middle from Donald Copeland, he says. On Travis.
I like that.
Tiger saying Pat Frymouth's playmaker in all caps.
No, facts, he definitely is.
Norsman just thanking us, saying, hey, guys, thanks for the show. Enjoyed it.
No, man, we appreciate you as well. Oh, Michael, I got you. Michael Patrick McCracken. I got to read this one. He says, Moats, can't believe you don't claim me as your Irish brother anymore. I'm from New Mexico. Can I be your new...
Whoa.
In quotes, Mexican Irish brother now? Michael Patrick McCracken, you know I always got a soft spot for you, baby. So yes, you are my New Mexican Irish brother. And I appreciate you for that because, you know, I'm Irish right there with you. So we're going to be Irish. We're going to be Mexican. We're both actually new Mexican as well. So with that being said, man, I think we're pretty solid, baby.
This Moises Zambrano, though, is back.
Oh, he slid the
And I like what he's saying here. Don't underestimate
the buzzer beater?
Ben R. because he always finds ways to win, and maybe a redemption game. Plus, it's seriously, the Steelers have the Chiefs' number for the playoffs. And Black Lavender's coming in hot with more. Super Chat says, Mutt card predictions for the Steelers. He says Jared Cooks was revealed for the Packers, and he's a Charger. What did I say yesterday? I said Witherspoon and Pat.
You're looking for him. Yeah.
Keller Witherspoon and Pat Frymouth. Those are my two. Maybe Terrell Edmonds. Those would be my top three predictions. Those are actually cards I want, but I think it would make sense for them to drop it too. So they're also predictions.
Well, we need that to happen then. How about that? But with that being said, baby, that's it for today's show. Smooth, chill, on a Thursday like we like to do. So with that being said, man, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a safe, good weekend. And, baby, we got to get us a dub. So next time we see y'all, it will be on a Victory Monday. Hopefully. So until next time, baby.
Peace.